everyone. Welcome to Dream Big Studio. I'm Becky.
And I'm Kathy.
Thank you for joining us for our cooking show today. I feel like every time we do this together, we're not actually cooking anything. We're more demoing today.
Yeah, it's kind of.
You know, it's okay. It's fine, guys. We're gonna have fun with this. So what we're doing today is taking kind of like regular everyday items or something you would usually use for a different holiday and repurposing it for Halloween.
Right. And many of you may have, like, what I have over here is kind of a gingerbread haunted house. It looks like it's made with more like a chocolate kind of cookie than gingerbread. Just to make it darker because it's supposed to be Halloween. Like, but you can use graham crackers. You could buy, they have the chocolate graham crackers. Mm-hmm. You could use all different things. You can also take, Becky has these milk cartons like you would have at school or you can get here. And a lot of times when they're empty, rinse them out with, make sure you rinse them out and have mom or dad help you rinse it out with some salt, some soap and water. And you can use those and glue things on the side
graham crackers or even paper. So the kit that Kathy has is actually designed to be a haunted gingerbread house. But you could, maybe you have a gingerbread house from Christmas that you didn't put together.
Right.
I never get around to making a gingerbread house. So you could, just by changing up the icing colors and the candies that you use to decorate it, you could take any, you could also throw the lid at me. It's totally fine.
Okay. I didn't know that was...
Yeah. Be very careful with your icing and your lids. But you can take, something that maybe you would use for another holiday, and just by changing the icing and the candies, you can turn it into something for Halloween. So we already put together the walls of the haunted house. There are roof panels if you choose and you want to try and glue them on with icing, you can. Or maybe your haunted house doesn't have a roof. Maybe it's falling apart. Kathy's going to try and put some roof panels on there. And then decorating with different Halloween candies. There's candy corn because it's Halloween. You gotta have candy corn.
There's little pumpkins.
There's the pumpkins, and there's little jack-o'-lantern gumballs, and then other little jimmies and stuff. So again, just by changing out the candy that you're using to decorate your house, it'll turn into, I keep saying Halloweeny, but I don't think that's actually a word. Spooktacular instead of maybe holiday.
I think I might have needed scissors for these.
Well, I don't have any scissors, so we'll just make do.
I'll just use some other icing.
As best as we can. While Kathy's attempting to decorate gingerbread houses, I think this is why I don't do these, guys, because I find them to be very difficult.
Right. They're a lot of times you need a real thick icing that's a royal icing, and if your icing's too runny, then you can't, like, for Christmas it's okay if you have some of it because it looks like icicles or something, but for some of it may not stick
That's
right.
My problem. I put everything together on my gingerbread house, and then it all slides, and it ends up being a gingerbread demo.
Now I do know that they always around the holidays, they used to do it down by PPG.
Okay.
They would do the gingerbread houses.
Yes.
And I know this year they said they were doing it again. Ooh. They were bringing it back. So.
And that's like professional.
Well, not all professional.
No,
I remember seeing it one year.
I've never been down there. So there's some like amateur.
Yeah, so anybody can actually.
So we could enter our gingerbread haunted house if we wanted to.
So that's sticking.
Look at that. Okay, perfect. Kathy, way better at gingerbread houses than I am. While she is spackling and roofing, I'm going to show you two other ideas that you can do with things that you probably have at home or can very easily get to take them from regular, ordinary, everyday to spooktacular.
There you go.
Or Halloweeny, because I really like that word. Okay, so the first one is, I have milk, but you could use juice boxes, really any kind of beverage. Don't open it yet because then...
You could probably even use like a can from like, a soup can or a vegetable can or something.
So I have white gauze tape that I'm going to use to wrap and make our drinks into mummies. If you don't have gauze tape at home, you could use ribbon, you could use strips of white paper, you could use old shoelaces if you wanted to, as long as they're clean. Really anything white, and you just, like a mummy, wrap it. Now, what I probably should have done with this one, because it's a very colorful carton, is I probably should have put some white paper down first, but I'm just going to really wrap this guy. Oh, there we go. We're covering it up. And then I'm going to add googly eyes, because googly eyes make everything better. And these ones are already pre-stuck on the back, so I don't even have to worry about glue or glue dots. I'm going to try and wrap it so you can kind of see one eye peeking out, and then you just seal it down. And again, it's still chocolate milk, but it just makes it a little bit more fun, because now you've got a mummy. All right, so that's one idea. Kathy, how's it going over there? Oh, Kathy's got the roof assembled.
Almost. As long as it doesn't fall at the
Kathy
ends.
built a house. I put tape around a milk carton. And 2 googly eyes. So I feel like I did a good contribution here.
Yes,
So
you
there's
did.
one idea of taking a regular normal thing. And again, you could use juice boxes and wrap it around. Like Kathy said, you could use a can. Really anything.
Yeah.
The gauze tape is fantastic because, again, you don't need any sort of adhesive. But if you don't have it, it's fine. All right, the second idea I have, while Kathy's finishing her roof, is taking regular Jell-O cups, the jiggler, you know, what is this, gelatin dessert things. And yes, you could put these out. They're orange and green. They kind of have a Halloween vibe to them. But with just a Sharpie, you can kick them up a notch, as Emerald used to say, or probably still does say, I don't know. And turn them into Halloween characters. So I'm going to start with the easiest one, which is taking your orange one, and any guesses what I'm going to turn this into, Kathy? Orange and black?
Maybe a jack-o'-lantern.
Brilliant! So, I'm going to take my Sharpie, and I'm going to draw. Now, don't critique my art skills, guys. There's a reason why I am not in our art therapy department. But I'm going to draw 2 triangle eyes. I'm going to go real classic, a triangle nose. And I'm going to give him a grin with a couple teeth. All right, let me just color this in real quick, guys. I hear you going to the candy. Are you decorating
I'm
now?
putting some stuff on the roof just to kind of,
Zhuzh it up.
yeah,
Make it look
Make it-
fancy.
just put some candy corn along the roof.
All right, so here's my jack-o'-lantern. Can you guys see that? I made a little face on him. So, there you go. See? Simply took black Sharpie, turned him into a jack-o'-lantern. It took me 10 seconds,
10
maybe.
seconds, right.
Probably a little longer.
You could
'cause
do
I'm
those for a
talking.
party if you were having some friends over.
Yeah, even a treat if you are allowed to bring stuff to school, or, you know, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, any sort of thing.
Right.
I'm going to attempt to take the green one and turn him into Frankenstein. The idea is in my head. It's there. Let's see if we can do it. So I'm going to start and give him kind of like the jagged hairline at the top. And again, just using a regular Sharpie on a regular cup of Jell-O. Okay. I'm going to give him, oops, I missed part of his hair. I'm going to give him kind of that, like, forehead scar. I don't know if that's Frankenstein or not. I'm going to give him 2 eyes. Alright. Whoops. Whoa. And then give him kind of a crooked mouth. Well, that's kind of Frankenstein, guys.
Oh.
Oh no!
So, I'm looking at my roof.
Oh man!
So,
That's what happens with my gingerbread roofs.
some of the candy fell inside, I think.
It's like a surprise box. You don't know what you're going to get inside your gingerbread house.
Well, and that's the you have to, sometimes I believe that, now this side looks like maybe it's this gingerbread is too heavy, and it starts sliding, you might have to hold it in place for a while to get it to stay. But I've never really had any luck with. I don't think I've ever really did a gingerbread house. They always looked so
My
messy.
Frankenstein. Whoop, whoop, there we go. You can kind of see them. So again, Jello cup, Sharpie, tape, milk, googly eyes. I feel like you could add googly eyes to anything, and that would be fun. Here, how about
Absolutely.
maybe I'll do googly eyes on my friend. Oh yeah. Oh no, it doesn't stick. It doesn't stick to the plastic.
You probably. Oh, can I have a googly eye?
Sure can.
Because I could have like a googly eye.
You could have like eyes looking out.
Mm-hmm.
This is fantastic. The biggest thing that we want to encourage, oh no, they're not sticking to the cookies or the plastic. But
Well,
it's
I have
experimenting like this. So the googly eye didn't work on my Jello cup. No big deal. I used the Sharpie. It
But
didn't
I just
stick
used
to,
some-
yeah, it didn't stick right away to the gingerbread house, so Kathy used some of the icing. The fun thing about celebrating, I think, any holiday is just being fun, being creative, look at things a different way, and if it doesn't work out the way you thought it would, try it a different way. Like,
Right. There's
add
no right or wrong.
some more candy corn to your gingerbread roof is
Yeah.
what we're saying, guys.
Are you a fan of candy corn?
No.
Me
But
either.
I can tell you that there's somebody who is.
Oh yeah?
Dave,
Oh, Dave likes candy corn?
our phenomenal producer, loves candy corn.
Yeah, see, I'm not. I can like have like a piece or so of it, and then I'm good for a whole year.
I'm not a. That's not to say that I won't eat it just because it's there and I, have a sweet tooth. But it would never be something I would seek out.
Or you would go and buy.
Yes, I would not.
See, this is still sliding.
Unless I was buying a bag for Dave. All right, guys. Again, just a real quick demo to encourage you to take normal, everyday things and give them a spooky spin
Yeah.
to celebrate Halloween. Thank you so much. Thank you to Kathy for her building expertise, because that looks way better than it would if I had done that. And then thank you guys for joining us this afternoon. We will see you again soon.
Yeah,
Thank you.
have a happy
I have
Halloween.
a googly eye on my fan.